I've got the superintendent of public instruction just at, as the parents say, the most wonderful time of the year.
That's
Joy
right.
Hofmeister, superintendent, good to have you.
Oh, so good to be with you, Scott. And yes, as a mom of 4 kids that were raised in Oklahoma public schools, it's my favorite time of the year as well. And I know a lot of families are eager to meet the teacher and get the school year going.
Okay, it is safer to talk about politics and religion at the dinner table than education in Oklahoma, as you know. And I'm wondering, for when we're here back to school, it's back to school, tax-free weekend, all of those sorts of things. What are the sort of issues that are really on the forefront in the education arena right now?
You know, I think you just spoke about something that's on the minds of families as they are preparing for school. They're thinking about teachers. They're wanting to ensure that we have the teachers that we need, but also they're thinking about inflation. We know that school supplies are, this is the time of year where you have your long list, and parents are feeling that. We know also that there's a remedy. We have a savings account, $2.8 billion in savings, and it's important that our elected leaders recognize that, you know, rainy day fund, my gosh, it's raining, it's pouring right now, and not just parents and families, but they're feeling the, you know, farmers and ranchers and Oklahoma teachers all feeling, and those families as they go out, they're feeling the effects of inflation, and we could use some relief for our communities as we get back to school and start paying bills.
All right, another topic right now, teacher shortage. How bad is it? What can be done?
You know, the teacher shortage is something that impacts all of us. This is something that impacts families and communities. We need to have our teachers ready, caring, committed, trained, supported, and well-resourced teachers in classrooms day one. We've been battling a teacher shortage in Oklahoma, but a lot of this is really about respect for educators. Also having the ability to stay in the profession. It's going to take a serious commitment on the part of Oklahomans to recognize that if our kids don't have what they need, we don't have educated, healthy workforce in the future. This impacts families. This is about communities. An investment starting early in people makes all the difference for our kids.
You mentioned the savings. Should we be using some of the savings that, it's a big savings account right now in terms of this teacher shortage?
Absolutely, yes. I know the governor calls it a rainy day fund. I would say check the weather, because it is pouring right now. And Oklahomans are feeling it at the gas pump. They're feeling it when they go to buy those school supplies. They're feeling it when teachers are trying to go back to school and take care of a classroom with kids that are living at or below the poverty level. Did you know that 60% of our kids in Oklahoma public schools qualify for free or reduced price lunch? This shifts a burden, right, to teachers who are taken out of their own pocket, and during this time of inflation, we can do more in this state to support our communities and schools.
Got about 45 seconds. You brought up the issues like the food, also the trauma issue. We don't do good in that. How's that impact our numbers and our education system?
You know, this is really important because domestic violence is really something that is at the heart of the trauma that many of our children have suffered. Oklahoma has among the highest levels of trauma with our youngest children, and the world outside the classroom impacts the world inside every schoolhouse. Our teachers are shouldering a lot, and we are working very hard to bring attention to the fact that domestic violence is about power and control, and our kids are suffering when moms and kids are impacted by this.
We need to do more in the media about talking about domestic violence.
We do.
Superintendent Hofmeister, thanks for coming in this morning.
Thank you. It's great to be with you, Scott.
Good to see you. See this again at news9.com/ShareBolt Council. Follow me on Twitter @MitchellTalks.